We're live. Hey, Women Who Mean Business Association all over the world. This is a podcast about women who mean business. And women who mean business is not a position or a title, it's a lifestyle. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing to some and reacquainting others with Nacone Martin. Hey, Nacone.
Hey, how are you?
Okay. Before we get started, I just want to shout out a few people and thank them. One of them is Reverend Hernandez Guzman today for the memorial service for her time and energy, as well as others who were on the program. I've posted it on my main page where you can see it. And I just want everybody to know it was a phenomenal memorial. It was small, but well worth the opportunity and hope that was presented there today. And so, Nicole, and I want to shout out small businesses everywhere. I want to start with the Ingram Kingdom Mobile Kitchen, the Food Bar and Grill, Elise's Catering. And Elise, thank you for offering and volunteering refreshments today. Many of you know Elise and her catering business, and she doesn't do anything ordinary. And I found out today she can sing. So she's
Oh,
going to have to teach me because my family is not, too happy about me singing, but that's okay. They'll be all right. Nicole,
yeah.
tell us who you are.
Hi, I am Nacone. I do a lot of things. I model, I act. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm a mentor. I do some public speaking. I also help other aspiring models who want to get into the business of commercial modeling. So, I try to do a little bit of everything.
Hey, that's a big one. There's a young girl out there, Jasna Sadie Ingram, who is a model and she means business. Get ready with her. There's also Miss Nolan who does some phenomenal things, in that area. And there's a ton of other people who really have good taste. I'm not that much into fashion as I am style.
Right. Yeah.
And so, tell us a little bit about the modeling thing.
Oh wow. So I got started late in that business. So I always wanted to model. That was like my first love. Modeling was my first love and fitness was my second love. But now in my later years that is kind of flipped. But I always wanted to model at the age of 16, but
Oh,
goes and gets in the way. I was a single mother. So even though I was different, and dabbling in the modeling industry, I could not put in the time that was really necessary to pursue that career. So when my
okay.
son got old enough and went to college, I threw myself into the industry full throttle, invested
Hmm.
money in myself, got a portfolio, did some things the way you had to do them. And I was blessed and I was able to book with a few agents and I'm still with them today. So I think I got representation at the age of 39. So I officially
Okay.
became a professional commercial model with agency representation at the age of 39. And one of the things that I say all the time, if you have a dream, pursue it. I believe it's never and I definitely believe that at that time. So, and I've done a lot of great things. I've had a great career. I'm still right
Okay.
here and there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And so you've modeled. So for those of you who are interested in modeling, because we're going to boost this podcast even further, this is a podcast about women who mean business, what they do, how they work, live, build, and play. So listen up. Nicole's modeled and she
Yeah,
has contacts. So
I do. I do. I do.
put your
Yes.
glasses on like me so that you can hear better, okay? All right. So Nicole, so you also are into fitness. Tell us a little bit about your fitness. You have a gym.
I do. I have a fitness studio called BE Fitness, and it's owned by me and my cousin Kenya Gilliam. We are both certified personal trainers. And because of COVID, it kind of forced us to look for our, own space. And we did. We were blessed with a beautiful space, and we've been rocking ever since. We're like fully booked and tired, but happy and, like I said, blessed. So we have really transformed a lot of lives. And, it's something that we really love doing, and we work so hard at it.
Where's your gym located?
We are located in Bordentown, New Jersey, 180. I always get the 180 Route 130. It's so many numbers. Sometimes I'm like, but if anybody is familiar with the Bordentown area, we are located right across the highway from Chicky and Pete's. Most people seem to know where that is, or not too far from what used to be Mass Stories.
Okay, so now let me get this right in my head because you said right across from Chicky and Pete's.
Yeah, it's like Route 206 on one side and Route like 130 on the other side. So we are
Okay.
like across the highway from Chicken and Pete's on the Route 130 side. Chicken and Pete's, I think, or I'm sorry, we're on the Route 206 side, and Chicken and Pete's is on the
Pete's
Route
is 130
30.
side.
Crazy, but that highway divides. And if anybody takes that route to go to Atlantic City, they'll know what I'm talking about, because you can either go left or go right. It's crazy.
But it's there.
It's there.
And you built that business. And so, because fitness has always been a dream of yours, like modeling, what would you tell women about getting into a business or a fitness business, even?
Listen, my slogan is I know I can. And with that is, it's the affirmation that I have, and I tell myself every day. I just believe it's never too late. Like, I'm no spring chicken. I became a business owner late in life. I've done a lot of things late in life, as you know. I competed for the first time in the sport of bodybuilding at the age of 51 and kicked butt. So, like I said, if you have a dream, if you want to start your own business, I always say to find someone that can mentor you or that is willing to help you. For me, who helped me was my very good friend, Tony Jackson, because he himself was an entrepreneur. So when I came to him about starting a business, he was the one that kind of guided me along the way. So, and I have helped other people now and try to guide them and help them. So it is never too late, as to do what it is that you want
Well,
to do.
I'm pretty young, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, you
Mhm.
are, but I'm because you've done a lot of great things in your life, and you've had a lot of success in
That's
different areas.
some great,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for that because it's never too late. I mean, who would have thought that prior to retiring, I would get into podcasting?
Right.
And I
Exactly.
want to thank Josh Waring for that. Josh is a phenomenal podcaster. Look him up. He has a few channels, but he is just very good at this. He's very good at healthy eating. He helped me find my way to a vegetarian life.
That's
He
awesome.
helped me learn a lot of things
Yeah.
in my later years. Things
They,
that you would think you know,
right.
until you know what you know, but what you don't know, you don't know.
Right. Exactly.
And
Agree.
and, and that's so important. But you look great. And I'm sure, I'm almost 100% sure that, fitness has everything to do with that.
It
So
does.
for those of us who are out of shape and
Mhm.
afraid of the gym, what would you tell us?
I would say I get that question a lot of times. I have a lot of women and men that come to me because you know what they say to me, and it makes me so sad. I have to get in shape to go to the gym. And I'm like, what?
I'm out of shape.
But I hear that all the time. And most of the women that I train at my studio, they come because they want more of a private setting because the gym they find very intimidating. So, I say to that, find yourself a personal trainer or find yourself a studio like mine where we offer private one on one training, or you can go to the gym and they usually have personal trainers there that can at least help you or show you, how to get started. So typically, that's what I tell a lot of people. They want to start in the gym. Start by, usually they start, they may do cardio. They do the treadmill or whatever. They ride the bike, and eventually they branch out, or they watch other people use the machines, or they ask for assistance by a staff
Hmm.
member. And it usually helps them. So, and a lot of times too, what I know about my gym and the gyms that I go to, we're like a family. And most people you find at the gym will be helpful and will be happy, to help you. And but I know that's intimidating, it's a little bit scary, but it definitely can be done. So I'm just like, don't be afraid, because we all have insecurities, we're all intimidated, by something. So, you just got to go and do it. And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, and I think that's so important. And you said a lot of good stuff here. A mouthful in that. Most times you look at people and you're intimidated, and unfortunately, a lot of people believe everything they see. But underneath everything you see, there's a person.
It's a person. Listen, so
There's
here's
a
a great
person.
story, because as a bodybuilder, I'm on social media. I watch a lot of the pro bodybuilders on social media who compete. I really lust out of, for several of these women that I'm watching, their bodies, their posing. I've been following these women for a long time. So I've been
Okay.
fortunate enough that my now posing coach is a professional bodybuilder, and she went to the Olympia. For people that don't know, the Olympia is the biggest stage in the world that you can compete at. And I've been fortunate enough to network, and now this woman is my posing coach. I idolize her. I love her to death, but I noticed a downward trend with her. Like, she wasn't posting as much, and she just didn't seem like herself when she did post. And she just came out and basically said she was having mental issues. Like, she had a
Okay.
mental breakdown. So I say
Mhm.
all this to say, when you talk about social media, I always say don't believe the hype on social media, because,
Yeah.
you know, we're real humans out here. People are really hurting. We're hiding behind the social media, and social media can be so misleading,
Yes.
because people are posting that life is great, and when
Yeah.
it's really not. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So, so yeah, careful about
Facebook is
looking at
Hollywood. Social media is Hollywood.
it.
It's
Is
the place where people get to be whatever they want to
whatever.
be.
It's a
And let
safe
them be it. It's
set.
social.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
social. You
Exactly.
know, you have
Yeah.
people thinking that they're stars. Let them think that. Let them be there. It's social media.
Yes.
It's
Right.
meant to do just that. And
Right.
I think some people take it so serious, like everything they see,
They get caught up in it. It's
that
not.
they get caught up in it. And that's where some of the depression and the self esteem and the lack of confidence come in at, because they believe everything they see on
Absolutely.
social media.
Absolutely.
Half
Yeah.
of what you see, none of what you hear. You
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah.
do your own homework.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
really just that simple. But you started talking about the bodybuilding, and I
Yeah.
can assure you that there are so many women who don't understand bodybuilding for women,
Yeah.
and they're intimidated by the figure that they see before them. Let's talk about that a little bit,
Yeah.
because that field has some phenomenal women in it. And
Yes.
it's typically women who misunderstand it. Bring us in.
Yeah. So, bodybuilding is exactly what it is building your body. When you compete, you're competing to showcase and show off your muscles. And I do bikini. So bikini is like the lower level. It's like we're required to have the least muscle, but it's all about proportion. And with us, it's looking like Barbie doll. So it's like a glam day. So usually I hear people say it's like a beauty pageant with muscles. So, we get pretty,
I
we
want
wear
muscles.
the competition suits, and, you just show off your assets that you worked so hard for. Typically, you're in the gym for a long time, some people years, some people months trying to build muscle. And then you go into what's called prep. And prep is basically a very, very intense and strict diet for most people, 16 or 17 weeks of eating clean. Because what you want to do is you want to strip away the fat, keep as much muscle as possible, and you take that to the stage to compete against other women who have done the same thing. So, one thing about the bodybuilding, I was always afraid of it because I was afraid of the diet. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but competing really changed my life. And you know why? Because it's one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life, because you must be disciplined. It's regimented. Like, I had to work out so many times a day. I had to eat a certain way. I had to take certain supplements. Everything is like on a time clock, and you must be consistent. So, with me going through this for 17 plus weeks, I knew it taught me that you are strong. You are dedicated. You can do this. You can be successful. You
Wow.
to the plan, trust the process, and in the end, you can have great results. And to do what I did and to get on stage and showcase that, it takes a lot of guts, it takes a lot of heart. There's not much to left, when you're in a bikini in front of judges that are judging your body. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. But what I also love about this sport, um, there is no age limit. There are 60-year-old people competing, 50. My category is 50s. So, like, we are out here and we are doing it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's never too late. Now, for those that don't want to go that hard, because a lot of women are like, I don't want that much muscle. You don't have to have that much muscle. You don't have to compete, but you can go into the gym and you can set a plan and set a goal and figure out what your needs are and what it is that you want to accomplish and get it done that way.
So let's talk about this a little bit, because I think that women are more intimidated by this sport,
Yes.
and they don't a lot of women don't understand it's a sport.
Yes.
So they'll see you posing and you know doing your thing in your bikini and think, "Oh, what is that all about?" It's about a sport.
It's a sport. Yes. And I've had that misconstrued where people were like, excuse my, because I'm very transparent. I'm transparent with my life, my journey. So I am that girl on my story where I am posing in the bikini. I'm showing people my start to my finish. Yes, my
Mhm.
booty out. And initially, I had some comments where, I'm just out here showing my ass. No, I don't look at it that way, because I'm trying to be a professional bodybuilder. I'm trying to turn pro, and this is my craft. And like I said, I am an athlete, and this just happens to be the sport that I'm competing in, and this is what is required. Now, too, with men, I've gotten some comments that were not very desirable, and they get blocked. You know what I mean? Because I don't have time for this
Right.
foolishness. I'm not out here doing this to, get likes or to be a sex object. These are all the things I've been called. But I'm very, very serious about this sport. And another thing I'm very serious about in that is inspiring other women. I'm out here being transparent to show women I'm about to be 53. And I'm out here doing this and I'm competing against 20-year-old, 30-year-old, you know what I mean? And I'm winning.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's what
Yes.
so that's basically what I use my platform. If you don't have to like it, if you don't like it, I say just scroll on by or delete me or whatever it is that you want
Yeah.
to do.
Keep
You know
going.
what I mean?
Keep
But
going.
I
I,
continue
I,
to do me, and those that love me and are inspired by me, this is why and who I do it for.
and I'm certainly inspired by you. And I'm inspired by you for a number of reasons. A model, which is clear, a bodybuilder, and a business owner. Fitness. And bodybuilding is a sport. And for the women out here, listen, how is it that you love the men who are bodybuilding, but don't love and respect the women who do it? It's
Right.
a sport.
It is.
It's a
Yes.
sport. You
Yes. It.
know, get
Mhm.
with it and build your self-confidence up. Take a look at a woman who means business like Nacone. See what she's doing, how she's doing it, why she's doing it, and where she's doing it. And stop looking at it as a competition with you or a competition to be showing off or a competition to do this. You've missed the whole message. A woman who means business is a lifestyle and a mindset, and the cone obviously has it.
Love it.
The cone obviously has it.
I
And
get
so,
it from
the
you, girl.
cone, for those of us who are a little bit overly concerned about our bellies, can you
Yeah.
body build my stomach?
Yes. So, unfortunately, if it's that don't know, and that is my cousin. So I feel so blessed because she is a boss. And oh my God, I'm just so proud of you for,
I'm proud of you.
for the at the Board of Social Services. You have a great reputation. Oh my
Well,
God.
maybe not so much. The boss is never liked,
Yeah, but
but
you did the darn thing.
I
And
did the
the
thing.
rating
That's right.
definitely is awkward. So
That's
that's
right.
okay.
That's right.
Nobody was coming for you. So I love it. But unfortunately, you know, there's a couple of things or a few things you have to do for a tight tummy. Number one, it starts with diet. So remember, what you put in your body is what you're going to get out of it. So, if you're filling your tummy with ice cream and, a lot of fattening stuff, well, there you go. So, you want to eat cleaner. Number two, I always suggest some kind of cardio, a couple of days a week. Um, you know, 20, 30 minutes. And of course, I always suggest strength training too. So I like those three to go hand in hand. And with the strength training, then I'm talking about, actually doing exercises that target, your midsection or your core. But I always say if anything else fails, tighten up on that diet because a lot of times you can get results just by tightening up on that diet and not doing anything else, even though you should. And cardio is more than just about getting skinny, it's also about heart health. So even if you are in great shape and don't have a tummy, we all should be doing cardio just for our heart. So, so yeah, Nat. So I would have to look at your diet, and we would have to go
No,
from there.
we're not,
Like, no, you're
we're
done.
not,
Happy
we're
now.
not, we're not, we're not looking at my diet. Listen, I'm already in trouble, but I want you to know that I don't want to be in trouble. And full disclosure, as a woman who means business, I am also a diabetic. And
Oh,
I've been a diabetic most of my adult life, gestational diabetes. And
oh,
so, one of the things that comes with control is fat and a belly. But I'm going to get with you and take some of your suggestions
please.
about diet,
Yes. Yeah.
about strength training. My core is weak due to a back issue,
Mm-hmm.
injury. And
Yeah.
so, I want to shout out every fitness trainer out there. I want to shout out Divine Allah, who taught me mindfulness. That's so important. When you're feeling weak, and Nicole talked about it, like,
Yeah.
you just got to get into it. But he taught me mindfulness, and I'll never forget that.
Oh,
I
oh,
want to
yeah,
shout
it's
out, uh,
amazing.
yeah, Gail Bivens Williams,
Yes.
you
Shut
taught me about strength training.
up. Absolutely.
Listen, it's amazing. And then my family member here, Nacone, my cousin, who understands how important it is. I think I want to be a model in my 60s.
It's never too late. Don't laugh at that. Don't clown at that. Because one thing that I teach
I'm
these young,
serious.
okay, because you can be.
I'm
Because
serious. And I'm not getting a BBL,
right,
and I'm
you
not getting surgery,
listen.
and I'm not lifting anything or tucking
You don't
anything
have.
or shaping anything. I'm
Let
going
me
to
let
live
me teach.
normally and naturally.
Let me teach you and a lot of your listeners something where a lot of people don't know. you would be a commercial model. We are not a high fashion or editorial model. A high
Right.
fashion, I teach the young girls coming up, high fashion editorial is the 5'9" to 5'10" girls who are doing New York Fashion Week on the runway, who has the 22-inch waist. I don't think I ever had a 22-inch waist. So, but we are
I have
commercial,
a 22-inch finger.
right? Me too. Even
Yeah.
on this diet, in this prep, I don't have a 22-inch waist. Okay. But commercial modeling is a lifestyle. And what commercial modeling is people doing everyday things. So when you turn on your television and you see people of all ages, sizes, shapes, colors, that is commercial modeling. And there is no specification, there is like no set criteria that you have or display to be a commercial model. So it's awesome. So you can, anyone can be a commercial model. So that's what I love about commercial modeling. And I steer most girls that way. And it's so many categories from, doing billboards, music videos, magazines, commercials, ads. It goes on and on. And I've done all of these things. So it's definitely possible.
You know what, Nicole?
So
I
let's
want
get
to get with you and do a runway show for women who are 100% natural and in their full bodies. No tucks, no tips, no none of that.
that.
Just those of us
Yes,
who
that
are
was
not lifting, we're not BBLing, we're
yeah.
not doing any of that. Take us as we are. So we're going to get together and not this spring, but the following spring, we're going to do a runway show and
Okay.
we're going to turn it up.
Oh, I would love it. That would be
We're,
amazing.
we're going to turn it all the way up and we're
Yeah.
going to bring in women. They have to be 30 and up, from 30 to 70.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. We
Yes.
want these women to show us what it really looks like. Nicole, we're going to wrap up here. I want
Okay.
to thank you for joining us here tonight. I want to thank Nicole, who is absolutely a woman who means business. I want to remind you that she's in a sport. It's called bodybuilding. I want to remind you that she has a business. I want to remind you that she's a model. And what do you do for fun, Nicole, to wrap it up?
Oh my God. This is so crazy. You're gonna laugh at me. So I love the gym. I love the gym. Anytime I'm in the gym because that is like my peace. This is how I decompress. This is how I reset. But outside from that, I'm a very simplistic girl. So if I can just spend time with family, friends, laugh, have a strawberry daiquiri, watch football, which is what I've been doing all day today. That's basically how I have fun. Take a vacation.
Go Dallas.
What? Oh, you're a Dallas fan? Oh God, I'm gonna
And
root
we're
for.
still family. Keep going.
But I'm a Saints fan, so we just won today. We were doing,
Okay.
but I'm happy. Hopefully, we're on the upswing. But yeah, so that's how I have fun.
And so that you know, women who mean business love football.
Yes, absolutely.
We love football.
Our fan right here. Yes.
That's right. So get with it. A woman who means business is about a lifestyle. It's about how she lives, works, plays, thinks, and builds.
Love
See
it.
us on Sunday at 8:05 p.m. We're coming back for some more. And if you want to get fit and you're in the area, look Nacone up, mention that business again.
Enocan Fitness, ENOCAN Fitness. It's actually my name backwards. I'm on Instagram and Facebook.
Find her because you're going to see me. I'm going to show you my before and after belly. Well,
Absolutely.
maybe not my before, but the after.
Let's get it.
I don't think I have enough confidence to show you the before.
It's
However, I'm going to show you the after, and I'm going to be working to do that. Nicole, thank you for
Thank
joining me here this evening. For every woman who means business, it's not a position or a title. It's a mindset and a lifestyle. And you have got to come and get some of this. We're on Facebook at Women Who Mean Business Association, WWNBA. We're also live tonight at What's News with You, and we're on YouTube. Find us.
so nice.
Nicole, you are a woman who means business. Thank you for joining us here this evening.
Thank you.
Find Nacone at Econ Fitness. Find her on a billboard near you. Find her in the gym. Find her bodybuilding at the sport and get with it. I think I'm going to do bodybuilding. I think
Why?
I'm going to do, but not for real, not for real. Maybe I might do, just the upper part of bodybuilding. Yeah, we can figure that out. You're
Yes,
smart enough. Help
yes,
me do it.
I will.
Hey y'all, shout out to everybody I love, and I love a lot of people. If you love people, tell them. Nicole, those pink roses meant
Oh,
a whole lot.
I
Thank
know.
you so much.
I know you needed that. I wanted to give you your
I
flowers.
needed I needed that.
That
I
type of
need them. I need them when I can smell them and feel them and
yes,
see them.
yes. You're an amazing woman, an amazing person, and you deserve that. You deserve to be loved on, and I wanted to do that.
And thank you. I appreciate that. I love you too.
Yes.
I love you too. For all of the people out there tonight, Nacone is a woman who means business. It's her lifestyle, it's her mindset. Get with it. Thank you and have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye bye.